Hi, Taurus. This will be your monthly general reading for April. So if you're interested in the career readings and singles readings or couples readings, those are in the weeklies that I do. So go ahead and subscribe for those. But this is just a general reading for April for Taurus. Taurus. General reading for April for Taurus. Taurus for April, please. Clear specific messages for Taurus is watching this video, please, for their highest good. For Taurus is watching this video, please. Okay, here we go. Okay, so we have the Four of Swords, the Eight of Swords, the Page of Cups, the Seven of Wands, the Strength card, and the High Priestess, with the Two of Coin at the bottom of the deck. Okay, Ten of Coin, Emperor, Devil card. All right. Okay. All right. So let's see. Let me pull your overall, and then I'll pull one romance card also. Overall. Okay. All right. So we have the card Clean It Up. All right. So we'll get into that in a second. You have Serendipity at the bottom of the deck too. So we'll definitely get into that one first in a minute. And let's see what your Romance Angel card is, and then we'll get started and talk about these cards. Okay, Taurus. Success for the romance card. Okay, I like it. All right. So you have success for the romance section. For the overall kind of April, you have Clean It Up. So to me, it's like spring cleaning, right? Okay. I mean, he's holding a broom. All right. So it could literally mean that. It could just literally mean kind of, I mean, that's about the time to do stuff like that. So if things have been kind of let go, it might be a good month to sort of, you know, spruce things up, do some spring cleaning. But obviously it can be more a little deeper than that too. It could just mean there's some issues here, you know, that need to be addressed. They just, you know, some finishing touches that need to be put on things, that sort of deal. So with the Four of Swords starting off, all right. So I mean, it could be like vacation or something like that. I don't really get that sense. So I get more of just deep introspection. You know, really going inside, trying to think about exactly why it is, because I feel like you feel trapped in a situation, or you feel like you just can't bust free of a situation. Like you can't like let it go, or you can't just sort of like, you know, bust the chains and get this, whatever it is, be it love or be it stuck in a job or whatever the scenario is. It's like you just kind of want to be free of it, but you know, and you're trying to, I feel like you're really trying to go and think about this in a very deep kind of way, but I feel like the answer's still not here yet. I feel like the answer will be here towards the end of the month, okay, but at the beginning of the month, I think you're trying for it, but I still don't think it's there yet. Because your next card, you have the Eight of Swords. So the Eight of Swords to me is sort of, it's a sense of just feeling trapped. Like you're not being you. You know, you're not doing what you're supposed to do, what you're meant to do. You feel sort of stuck and not sure how to be what you're supposed to be or do what you're supposed to do. It's also a little bit of like not having, like legitimately not having those answers. So you're just kind of frozen, and it's like you want to break free and you want to be these other things, but it's very difficult sometimes. You know, sometimes we need a helping hand to get there, or sometimes we need a flash of inspiration, which I feel like you're trying to get here. And again, I feel like it will happen at the end of the month, but you know, just stay steady, you know, is what I feel. And I think this kind of ties in to clean it up a little bit because sometimes like I am very familiar with this energy. Okay, I just am. It's an energy I've caught myself in several times, and I understand it because it's sort of like you can see what you want, you kind of have a pretty good idea of what you want, you kind of know who you are, but yet it's like you just can't get it, you know? It's like because of circumstances or you know what have you, and just life, you know, bills piling up or you know whatever, or this is maybe heartbreak, and it's like people telling you to move on, and you're like, well, oh, to what? You know, that kind of thing. So I get it, and it is difficult. However, with the clean it up card, the one thing I have discovered about, you know, having lived this energy 50 million times, you know, practice makes perfect, is that there usually is a certain element to this, where it's just that we don't, you know, that's no fun. Like we don't want to look at that. But there usually is something that needs to be kind of taken care of, you know, and it's weird. It's like taking care of, like, let's say it's a bill, okay? And there's like this lingering bill or bills, plural or whatever, what have you, you know, and it's like, you know, it's there, you know, you got to take care of it and all this stuff, right? And but there's this other thing that like you're really concentrated on, like maybe it's a love situation, or maybe it's a better job, or starting your own business, or something like that, right? And it's like you really want to do this thing or think about this thing all the time. You want to put your energy into whatever this is over here. But like you have this like bill, you know, nagging at you over here. And I'm just using a bill as an example. I mean, it could be anything. It could be cleaning your house. It could be, you know, whatever. All right. And you think it's like not that important. But the thing is, what I found is weird is like if you pay that bill or clean the house or whatever it is that, you know, you're needing to clean up, then it's so strange, even though that has nothing to do with, like, let's say love. All right. But as soon as you do that, it's weird. It seems like then like a door opens and something happens then. Okay. So that's kind of the scenario I'm getting with this, because, which is interesting. I chose that and I swear I didn't do that on purpose, but I just looked down and there's the Page of Cups, which is exactly what I was just saying. It's like once you take care of that weird thing or things, you know, there could be many, you know, but even if it's like tackling one or two, it's like then this whole different door opens that is something more that you wanted, and that's exactly, you know, what we have here is the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is some sort of offer, okay, some sort of communication, could be a love interest of sort. You know, I mean, we do have success here, so it could be a job offer also, or love, either one, you know. So I like the scenario because it's like I feel like you start off the month just being really sort of like really trying to force answers out, and it's just kind of trapping you more. So I feel like if you take the steps of like just taking care of little things here and there, that's going to open a whole different door for you, which is going to be good. Success, you know, is here. So, and then you have the Seven of Wands, which is having courage a lot of times, standing up for oneself. It's also staying up on top of things. And I think that can go along with that card as well, because this is about staying on top of stuff. Now that you've kind of got maybe an offer or something, you know, interesting going on, it's like stay on top of it, you know, and also have the courage. Definitely courage, because our next card is Strength, which that kind of adds to that, right? So, and the ambition to kind of keep it rolling. So with the Strength card next, I mean, this could be a Leo you know, entering your life. That's possible. Or it could just be just having a lot of strength in a situation. So it could be compiling, like now that you've got this momentum going, you're not in this energy, you know, anymore, because something kind of brightened you up. It's either like a love flirtation, or somebody asked you out on a date, or it's a job offer, you know, it's something that's brightened you up and kind of kicked you into gear again, is what I think with the Strength card and the Seven of Wands. Then you have the High Priestess as your outcome. So the High Priestess is a little tricky sometimes in general reads, because, well, it's tricky in all reads, quite frankly, but in a general read too, because it's really just saying use your intuition this month. So in other words, don't watch us tarot readers that much this month. It's more like, because you might be swayed into a different direction. So you definitely, including mine. So, but you definitely want to use your own intuition about a situation. All right. If it feels right, yes. Just because this success card is here in the romance department, that doesn't necessarily mean, so that's, what I'm saying? It's like, you got to use, which you guys know anyway, you're not stupid, right? Okay. I don't need to go on about that. So, it's all about, using your intuition. But the other thing I like about it too, is it's very much of an empowerment card. All right. So we go from this like sort of, whatever kind of mood and situations and that sort of thing, to these much stronger cards towards the later part of the last half of the month, with the Seven of Wands, which is standing there all kick-ass with courage and staying on top of things. And we have the Strength card, bold, bright, strength. And then we have the High Priestess, who's, very, very kick-ass, powerful type, self-empowerment. So overall, I mean, it looks like an interesting month. I don't think it's going to be too earth-shattering. I think there might be the start of something here, definitely in the romance sector. It hasn't like completely unfolded. We've got a page, so that doesn't tell us too much. You do have the success card in the romance department, though, so I think this could be good. And just, the general reminder to keep on top of things and keep things, rolling and that sort of deal. So, all right, Taurus, I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you got anything out of it all I ask is for like a thumbs up or like a little comment or something that just helps me get into the loop of things if YouTube sees some interaction going on in my videos. So I would appreciate that. And mostly have a fantastic month. And I'll see you for the weeklies, like the career and singles and love and all that, if you're interested. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.